Welcome to our exploration of creatine for women. Today, we're diving deep into why this supplement is incredibly beneficial, especially for women over 40. By the time a woman turns 40, she's already lost over 10% of her muscle mass. By 60, that number skyrockets to 30%. And here's the graph that really matters. Take a look. The bottom axis shows age, and on the left, muscle loss since 30. But I want you to focus right here. Age 65. See that sharp decline? That's exactly what we're tackling today. Now, the impact on your face and body? Massive. Colossal. And here's the kicker. Most women don't even realize it's happening. Your doctor won't warn you until it's too late. Weakness, sagging skin, slowed metabolism. It's all connected to muscle loss. But here's where it gets exciting. Over years of research and practice, I found one simple, inexpensive supplement that stops this decline every single time. And yet, most women are missing out. It's like loving reality TV. Nobody talks about it, but everyone's secretly doing it. Except, in this case, Hollywood knows about it. They use it, but you don't. Not yet. Today, I'm breaking it all down. How to take it, the right dosage, the best timing, and one critical element that makes all the difference. Let's talk about creatine. You've heard of it. But here's the real question. Are you taking it? Probably not. And I bet I know why. Because you were told it's complicated, or just for men, or that it's a steroid. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. It's as misunderstood as a cat in a dog park, completely out of place and a little terrified. But in this case, terrified because of all the myths. Women, listen up. You only have 10% of the creatine that men do. 10%. That's why women benefit the most. Yet most men are the ones taking it. Look around. If there's a man in your house, I guarantee there's a tub of creatine somewhere. And guess what? You can take the exact same one. Creatine can also play a role in supporting your menstrual cycle. It helps with energy levels and can even alleviate some of the symptoms associated with it. So, it's definitely worth considering. And here's where things get really interesting. Women's creatine levels change throughout the menstrual cycle, and nobody talks about that. But yes, estrogen influences creatine production. So, who benefits the most from supplementing? Think about it. Postmenopausal and perimenopausal women, 40 and up. Hugely so. And yet, nobody tells them. But first, we need to bust the biggest myths keeping women away from this game-changing supplement. Today, we're going to debunk some common myths about creatine. So, let's dive right in and separate fact from fiction. Myth number 1. Creatine will make you bulky. No, just no. You won't look like this from taking creatine. In fact, if you don't take it, you actually risk looking like this. It's called sarcopenia, muscle loss with age. Have you heard of it? More on that in a moment. But here's what most people don't know. Muscle loss ages you. If you rebuild muscle, you look younger. Why? Because muscle helps produce your hormones. And hormones? They keep you youthful. Now, let me ask you this. If muscle makes you look younger, why would anyone deliberately shrink it with Botox? That's what Botox does. It freezes muscle movement to reduce wrinkles. But overdo it? And what happens? You look older. That's exactly what happens with sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle over time. And you know what else is linked to muscle loss? Sarcopenic obesity. That's when you lose muscle but gain fat. A double whammy that accelerates aging. So if you're sitting there noticing more body fat but less muscle tone, creatine is your answer. Myth number 2. Creatine is a steroid. Let's set the record straight. Remember Ben Johnson? If you're Canadian, you do. He won Olympic gold, then got it taken away for steroids. Creatine is not a steroid. Steroids are synthetic testosterone. Creatine is a natural compound found in your body. Right now, it's also in meat and fish. So, no, it won't give you freakish, Hulk-like muscles. And no, it won't get you disqualified from life. What it will do? Give you back your energy, your strength, and your youth. And while everyone thinks Hollywood is on Ozempic, let me tell you a secret. Most of them are on creatine. They just aren't telling you. Myth number 3. Creatine causes kidney damage. This one is huge. Back in 1998, one single case blamed creatine for kidney failure. But guess what? That person already had kidney disease and was taking insane doses. Decades of research since then prove creatine is safe for healthy kidneys. So, where does the fear come from? Creatinine. That's a blood marker for kidney function. And yes, creatine supplementation temporarily raises it. But that doesn't mean kidney damage. It just means you're taking creatine. And if you stop, that level drops right back down. Of course, if you already have kidney disease, talk to your doctor first. Myth number 4. Creatine makes you bloated. Short answer, no. Yes, creatine draws water into your muscles, but that's a good thing. It makes them look fuller, stronger, and more youthful. That's why your face looks younger with a little volume. Think about it. Why do people get fillers? To add volume. The good news? Any initial water retention goes away by week 2 or 3. Myth number 5. Creatine causes baldness. This one stops so many women from taking it, but let's clear it up. There's zero clinical evidence that creatine causes hair loss. One small study on rugby players showed a slight increase in DHT, a hormone linked to hair loss, but that study was never replicated. And in real clinical practice, I've never seen any hair loss from creatine. Myth number 6. Creatine only works for young people. Wrong. I get this question all the time. But does it work for a 70-year-old? Yes. And guess what? Older adults need it more than younger ones. Because muscle loss accelerates with age. So if you're over 40, this supplement is even more critical for you. All right, so let's talk about how to take creatine. First, you'll want to mix it with water or your favorite beverage. It's best taken around your workout, but honestly, the timing isn't super critical. Just make sure you're consistent. And remember, stay hydrated. What type of creatine should you take? Creatine monohydrate. That's the most researched, most effective form. How much? Forget the loading phase. Just take 3 to 5 grams a day. If you're training hard, you can increase slightly. If it upsets your stomach, microdose it and take it with food. And if you want more energy, more muscle, and a younger body, start today. Your legs hold most of your muscle, so even walking makes a difference. But for maximum benefits, add strength training. Now, if you want to know the top 3 best exercises to keep your body strong and youthful, watch this next video.